subscribe button. And now let's get started. Basically, I want to answer a question about women getting in trucking. The basic problem women have in trucking, a lot of women are paranoid about predators. Companies don't generally distinguish between women, but I will say this: always remember your dispatcher is someone you work for. As long as you treat them like somebody you work for, no big deal. Now, let's focus on the mistakes women make. Most women make mistakes as far as getting drunk on the road, being a little too friendly with perfect strangers. Just kind of treat everybody with, some kind of measuring stick of respect, but at the same time, don't be overly trustworthy of people you don't really know. As far as mistakes that I've talked to women about, most women pretty much, like when you hear a really horrible story, it's generally they got drunk. So don't get drunk. But that's just, it's dumb for any truck driver to come out here on the road and start drinking. And, just basic common sense. There's nothing more on the road that a woman would have to worry about. Because out here, there's people preying on men. There's people preying on women. There's people who will take advantage of any situation that's out there. You got a lot of junkies, people who, out of work and they've been an addict for years, and now they'll do whatever to get high. So, those are the kind of people you have to worry about. Watch yourself around, when you go to places. If you don't feel comfortable around a place, if the place kind of had that ghetto-y feel, it's dark, and the parking lot and everything is messy, don't be uncomfortable with just riding out, and leaving. Keep your doors locked. You might want to keep, necessarily a weapon in the truck, but again, that's just universal for anybody out here. And it's just, it's life. You have to really just be somewhat careful. You don't want to be too paranoid. I've had women, be rude for just no reason. I've said hi to women and they just look at me like, oh, why would you speak to me? Like, don't be that woman that's so paranoid that you think that every guy's out to get you. But at the same time, sometimes, there are people out here to get you. But all that is rare. There are women out here who've been out here for years and never had any bad things ever happen to them. And there are women out who've come out here for a year and had bad things happen to them. It's life. There's no guarantee we'll wake up tomorrow, But don't ruin your life or ruin your career and your opportunities and, not make friends because you're paranoid that something bad's going to happen. Now, as far as getting in trucking universally, that will be the next one. But that's my advice for women getting in trucking. It's really, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to do anything. I know that, part of it is that there's a paranoia and there's a lot of women, acting like every 33 seconds and, every woman in trucking's been raped, and that just doesn't happen. As bad things do happen every day, but if you use basic common sense and be aware of your surroundings, be aware if somebody's paying too much attention to you or is too clingy or too friendly, and don't allow those people in that to get too close to you. But if people are just saying hi and being nice and normal people, I don't think you're gonna have anything to worry about. Alright guys, that's howtotruckdriver101.com, and that's my universal advice for women. It's just not that big a deal. Now, I want to cover general advice for everybody, and that'll be the next one.